Cats were once worshipped as gods, and they have never let us forget it. What's often forgotten was they have been some of our greatest detectors in the night, when the rules of the day no longer apply. My roommate sleeps with a nightlight, and his loyal pet Billy with him at all times. We rave on him, but we truly leave it all out. Billy is a beautiful tabby of undetermined age. He just showed up one day and never left. Cody and Billy became very attached immediately. Where one was, the other was often not far behind. We were chilling late one Saturday night, I failing miserably at Halo. Me in my gaming chair surrounded by snacks and 3 different beverages, and he in his chair with Billy strapped across his neck reading a book. After dying for perhaps a fifth time, I asked him why he only snuck up the nightlight and Billy in his room. He told me this story. You tell me what you think. He said, I've always had an easy time falling asleep. No nightmares, no fear of the dark, till I was about 17. Suddenly my sleep became erratic, waking up at 1, 2, 3 in the morning and feeling my heart beating out of my chest. I've never been afraid of the dark or my room, yet I found myself doing everything to avoid it. A few weeks of this go by and my grades are beginning to slip, and my parents becoming pissed. I'm in my senior year and I can't afford this. Colleges are waiting for some answers. I was considering sleeping in their living room for the rest of my life when I heard a soft meow in the garage. Great. Now I'm hallucinating. I think while I'm trudging wearily to shut the garage door in the kitchen. I barely get the door open as a large tabby streaks before me. Sighing, I begrudgingly trudge behind him. I guess I have a cat now. And sitting on my bed, hurrying up a storm. I whisper, well, there's no getting you out of here now. And suddenly my eyes are heavy. And I want nothing more than to sleep. Getting under the cover, I feel a gentle weight in the soft current on my chest. And it's lights out for me. This went on for a while, he said, and he got toys and treats, and Billy became a part of the household. And he noticed that his grades were getting better and his parents were off his ass. But he was still occasionally waking up in the middle of the night, heart pounding, sweat running down his neck, hold, looking in every corner, but nothing was unfamiliar. So one night, he says, I decided to record myself sleeping. Audio I had. No, audio and video. Not hard to set up. So I set everything up, 2 different cameras at each end of the room. One right by the bed. Oh, Billy, not to knock anything over. He winks at me and gets in his favorite position, lope, of course, on the edge of the pillow. I go to sleep and wake up, rusted and ready to see what is on the camera. I download it to my computer in the basement, and what I see brings every chill on those nights back. My heart begins to beat out of his chest. There is a creature staring at me through the window, and another standing at the edge of my bed, looking, watching, waiting. I'm terrified until I realize Billy is nowhere to be found. And I think he must have been very frightened. Just in the corner, Billy hackles up, an angry howl coming from him, as the creatures start to back slowly away It goes on for about an hour, until they are both at the window. Stop. And I realize that Billy has been protecting me. That he has been keeping the bad fairies away. I ask him, "Bad fairies, where did you get this?" And he tells me it's in a book he read once. Maybe a poem, he's not sure, but he heard it somewhere. That the bad fairies like to come in, watch your sleep, and take your soul. But they are terrified of iron salt. But especially cats, because they can trap them in mirrors and windows to never escape again. I told Cody, what a great story. I love stories. And he looks at me solemnly and says, "This wasn't a story. It's true." Then he smiles, blows his fistful, and picks Billy up. "Good night. Go let the bat furs hay."